I'm so freaking bad at this game. I'm bad at almost every first-person shooter in the world, honestly. It's an easy concept. Click heads, make deads. But no matter what I do to my mouse sensitivity settings, no matter how much I practice, I remain and will forever be awful at first-person shooters. I was bad at GoldenEye, Doom, Overwatch, Apex Legends. The list is innumerable. I suck. There, I said it. Are you happy? That's why I leave it to the professionals most of the time, because they are so much better than I am. So why am I even playing BattleBit Remastered? Well, partially because everyone else is playing it, like literally everyone else. It seems like I can't swing a stick without hitting someone playing BattleBit, but there's something going on here that's truly special. Otherwise, a $15 indie title developed by like 3 people wouldn't be blowing up as much as this game is. I had thought originally to do a science video on this game and talk about depersonalization or military squad psychology, or to somehow break down what unique technologies are going on in BattleBit that make it such a good game, like server-side versus client-side hit detection, or maybe get into the nitty-gritty about how its game loop was very satisfying, but I'm gonna be real with you. BattleBit is doing almost nothing new behind the scenes. Well, almost nothing new. I've never seen a game before where over 250 people can duke it out amongst each other. And I think that starts to get at the key of what makes BattleBit so fun for everyone, or at least fun for me. Mr. can't hit the broadside of a barn if his life depended on it. The sheer scale of the game is absolutely insane. I think this is the first game I've played where I felt immersed. Yeah, immersed in this Roblox looking thing like I was in an actual war setting. Though obviously I suck and the maneuvers we use in game are probably nothing to what real militaries do, but that doesn't really matter. What matters is the feeling. 126 people on your side is a ton of people, and that's one thing that I like about it personally. The fact that I suck just kind of blends into the crowd. I'm not just in a squad or a 5-man team like Overwatch. I'm a tiny speck of dust where my contributions barely matter. But at the same time, my contributions do matter. Every little victory is a tiny jolt of sweetness, and every defeat doesn't feel so bad since I'm barely significant in the scheme of things. It probably come as no surprise to you that after hours of playing this game, I found my favorite class, and it is the medic. Since I can't shoot worth a damn, healing seems like the best way for me to contribute to my team. I can't shoot, therefore I support people who can. And in this way, BattleBit makes me feel like my contributions matter, even though I'm just a dust speck in a giant nebula. Okay, I'm babbling now. Let's get back on track. You see, BattleBit has taken the pieces of previous games like Battlefield and Call of Duty and put all of the best parts of them together. Combine that with an avid devotion to listening to the fans of those games and scaling it up massively, and you get one of the best games of 2023 in your hands if you judge by sheer participation. They reached nearly 90,000 concurrent players and have made somewhat of $2 million in the first weeks of its launch. It is truly staggering. I think the success of BattleBit can be a major lesson to AAA developers. While new technology is nice and all, and yes, it's true, BattleBit would not have existed 10 years ago in spite of its scaled-back graphics. It truly required modern netcode technology and powerful servers in order to make a 127 versus 127 match work, especially with destructible buildings and environments. It's no exaggeration to say that this game is pushing the limits of what modern first-person shooters are capable of. But while all these technological advancements are amazing and cutting-edge technology will always be a major part of gaming, I think ultimately what matters is whether a game is fun and well designed. And that's not to talk about the $15 price tag. This gives a game like BattleBit a tremendous amount of value for what little it costs to get involved. Who cares that everybody looks like weirdo Lego people? You only paid $15. I'm getting off track again, so let's bring it back. Fun and well designed. This is what gamers want in a game. And that's not to say I want to say goodbye to flashy graphics. I mean, Jedi Survivor was my favorite game of the year so far and might end up being my favorite game of 2023, and its graphics are great, and I'm definitely looking forward to Starfield and whatever oohs and ahs is going to provide for me while I explore the galaxy, but the graphics don't matter if the skeleton of your game is dog shit. I'm gonna rip a Reddit comment made by Kickbass Colony Drop on the PC gaming subreddit because I think he made a lot of great points, honestly, and I don't think I could actually say them better myself. BattleBit has 127 versus 127, 64 versus 64, and 32 versus 32 game modes. It gives you the scale, the classes, a progression and unlock system that's non-invasive and non-microtransactive. Here's the crucial part. It gets the fuck out of your way. BattleBit's success stems from delivering on the promises made of the hype claimed, but very transparently. When they say 127 versus 127, it's that. It's absolute chaos. It's a full-scale war with real tug-of-war experience between all the objectives, where solo work and teamwork has real consequences to the ebb and flow of combat and how victory and defeat occurs. He later goes on to say that one of the best features of the game is its open voice over internet protocol, or VoIP for short, and I couldn't agree more. Some funny stuff happens in-game when you can hear people nearby, friend and foe alike. Like one time I thought a dead guy was a dead guy on my team because I'm stupid like that, and I started dragging his body away, and the person on the mic started shouting, "No, bro, stop dragging my body!" Roblox with guns is full of that sort of stuff, and it really adds some real strategy to the game when you know that barking out commands or alerting your team to something going on can get you attention from an enemy. All of this, the cohesion, the scale, and the fact that you die almost instantly when you're shot, all of this combines together to build an incredibly immersive experience, at least for me. One time I remember just panicking when there was a major firefight going on and just hiding under some stairs for 3 minutes to catch my breath before going back into the foray, and you'll often find people like role-playing in the game. Not only will they call for a medic, but they'll like groan like they're actually injured or say ow when they're getting shot. It's freaking fantastic. This is emergent gameplay at its finest, and it can only happen in a game like BattleBit, and I honestly can't think of too many times that people have gotten overly ragey on mic or said major slurs or whatever you'd normally expect from this sort of game. They're actually pretty fast to ban people for acting like crap, and they make you confirm that you're not going to be a bigot in the game or else you'll get banned before you even join a game. It's a nice little reminder that you can't click past easily. I think this made a real difference in how people approach this game versus some other toxic gaming communities out there. You know, there's one sucky thing about the game though, and it's the impact it's going to have on the gaming community. I mean, specifically the AAA games industry community. My biggest fear is that the AAA game industry is going to see the success of this game and like, instead of getting our Fortnite to Apex Legends where we got another big battle royale game that had a totally different vibe, we're going to get instead a bunch of CEOs going, yes, people like Roblox and Minecraft, and now this new Roblox shootery game is making millions of dollars and it's made by just 3 yahoos. Clearly what the people want is games with blocky graphics. That must be it, because everything is so focused on the thin veneer with a lot of AAA titles. They follow what they think are trends and then they make a pile of garbage because, hey, guess what? That thing that you thought was a trend wasn't actually a trend. It's this other thing. I'd probably immediately buy another massively multiplayer first-person shooter game that has this scale or bigger though, in a heartbeat. This game has dragged me, a non-competitive first-person shooter guy, into its sharp clutches, and because of that, I'm hooked on the formula. So game devs, game producers, and CEOs, I beg you, don't make your takeaway from this game be, we need more Roblox graphics. Listen to the fans of the genres of the games you're making and look at what other people have made and take parts and pieces and put them together in new ways. That's what we really want. That's the lesson of BattleBit. That graphics don't matter. Just make a damn good game. Whew, that was a fun one to make. I had to take a break from playing BattleBit to actually make this video, but hey, that was fun. It was a little different, a little change of pace out there. Instead of the science or something serious, just a little like, Austin wants to talk about BattleBit for a few minutes, like, and then hopefully people watch him talk about BattleBit for a few minutes. This episode is brought to you by my Patreon patrons at patreon.com. They are the real ones that keep this show going, and is the only reason we have Shoddycast going on at all to begin with. And if you want to be a Patreon patron like these fine people, you can go on over to patreon.com/thescienceyt or patreon.com/shoddycast and contribute whatever you want. All of it is helpful. Even a tiny little bit gets you early access to videos, it gets you access to a special spot in our Discord server, and it gets you a weekly live stream that with just me and like the few of you who actually show up. But it's fun, it's intimate, it's a good time. And so I have to throw out a personal thank you as well to these fine people who paid me extra money to say their names at the end of videos. I'm talking about Sean Lude, M. Lopez, JDubs97, Dr. Vem, Ronald Coleman, Alan Hagers, EditAMTP, Marissa Resnick, Nick Patterson, and Loretta Mazurf. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. That wasn't quite Markiplier-y. It was a little Markiplier-y. I will see you! Actually, old Markiplier. New Markiplier does it different. He does it a little different. That's okay. We're old Marky up here.
così